still has that fighter pilot to his name, like, they must have just lost composure. I don't understand that, what the play call was, especially on a map like St. Marie.
Yeah, St. Marie, especially when you know that there's a fighter pilot on the field, and then you go into the B bomb site with, I think there were 3 people in there that didn't have Mountain. I think the guy that did have Mountain might have been the only guy that was safe from anything. And that really could have been the turning point in that map right there. They could have won, but I don't know. That was like a very bizarre.
They just gave up one free round. That's what it came down to.
Yeah,
you know,
and with how close it was, like, they could not give up a free round.
Absolutely.
Let's take a look at the last 3 rounds. Let's actually take a look there. And folks, if you're watching Call of Duty for the first time right now, you have picked a heck of a series to do it on. But I also want to let you know what basically is happening is we are resetting the bracket. EG has their chance to lose because it is a single elimination. Oh my goodness, I'm losing full right now. Double elimination tournament. They moved down to the losers bracket technically right now. Now another best of 5.
And just to talk about bad S&D plays, I'm pretty sure this is Apathy's just God tier round, but he sneaks through on the flank and enabling Feral. They just let him go. He gets behind enemy lines. It's 1 nade, it's 1 beat down, and then it's just one of the best plays we'll see in World War II. He gets a couple shots, chucks out a nade, and then he got a PPSH versus a pistol, and literally Apathy. 3 kills in a round of S&D for a 2v4 in 10 seconds.
And we were mind-blown when we saw that. We were like, okay, EG, that's a swing round. That's what they needed. They're going to be able to win it. And then it goes into this round. They hit an all-out B push. I mean, I guess their plan was to get it down before he could streak, but they kind of just wait there a little bit. They're like, hey, kill me, I don't have on Mountain. Calls in the fighter pilot, picks up the easiest 2-piece that you will ever see in Call of Duty World War II, picks up the free round, and then they're on match point. This was bizarre, this was an absolute mistake, and EG are definitely mad about that one.
Yeah, and in hindsight, I mean, the bomb guy actually could have planted before that plane came in, but he chose to sit right under the red balcony, and they didn't do anything. So they really went in almost with no game plan, I would say.
And another thing was they had already used the glide bomb, so it's like maybe the glide bomb picks up one so you can gamble it, but either the artillery or the fighter pilot, whichever one you use, is picking up kills in that scenario.
And then it all comes down to the final round that we saw, and it's another situation where TK at the A bomb site, they put themselves in a great spot, and then it just collapses. Just somehow EG finds a way to bounce back, but the interesting thing, in the final few seconds, because obviously EG had to wait for the artillery to run up, they had a 2v1. They knew where Pharaoh's last position they played were, and they just didn't play around it properly. They just let Pharaoh make the clutch.
Yeah, the thing about EG in this round was they played it really scared. You know, they sat back, they didn't send anybody, like pushed up over towards A. They call in this, or TK calls in this artillery, which gives EG a little bit of trouble, but App actually makes a really smart player, gets through mid, takes out Kenny, and they get in a situation where they know where the other 2 players are located. They could possibly get this defuse, but Aches kind of just jiggle peeks a little too far in that last kill and ends up getting taken out. And they could have won this round as well, man. It's tough to watch if you're an EG fan.
And the thing about this challenge is obviously Aches, he does have to get the kill because at the time of defuse, if he dies, then the round is just over. But the way he peeked it from, like, he doesn't have to be concerned about mid. You could hard aim it, you can stand a little bit closer. You can force Pharaoh farther out to where he has to jump and fly around the corners and do something insane to pull off the clutch. And granted, TK threw a ton of rounds away on that game, so we can harp on EG not pulling out Mount at the correct time, but that's a game TK should have won more convincingly. Yeah. The bigger problem is you go up 2-0 in the series of grand finals, you just got to close it out. Just close it out before you get to that game number 5, but they didn't do it.
Well, look at the situation we're in now. I think Nameless, that really is the thing that we have to do because they don't close it out. Now they go to this other best of 5. They look completely sapped of energy up on the main stage.
I mean, yeah, if we don't see that Gibraltar hardpoint map 1, maybe it's totally different and TK just steamroll them in the series. Or if TK are able to just steal that Gibraltar, maybe they just win the series easy as well. So, I mean, EG are in a really tough spot going forward to this next series.
Yeah, and I would like to, you know, add something onto that is I don't think have lost at all up to this point in this tournament. TK has already experienced it. They've already had that, I guess, recuperation after the loss.
Yep.
And the last time we seen EG lose in the finals, they didn't look too strong in the next one.
So what TK did differently in this map set is they got rid of that Gibraltar and they decided to play him on St. Marie, and it's a gamble, right? I agree with it, though. I mean, granted, the Gibraltars have been pretty close. St. Marie, I mean, just get something new up in there. You've lost it twice in a row. Why do it 3 times?
They rolled the dice. We'll see how it pays off, and then you got to Valk for the game 5. So we got a couple people making the adjustments. EG, They didn't want to see the same read they just lost on, and then TK, they don't want to see that Jibby.
But think, they got London Docks hardpoint first now, so EG's just fresh off a loss, and TK is fantastic at that map. If they start this series up 1-0, EG might just be like, oh man, it's over. I mean, I don't want to count them out, but that's got to be tough losing a series and then losing that map 1.
Yeah, and the crazy thing, obviously, I mean, it's kind of bizarre we're seeing St. Marie, 4th map, but TK is kind of just coming at them like, hey, this first map, we're going to give you your best hard point, but we're going to play you on London Docks first map instead of Gibraltar. And I think if they win that, I think it might be done right there.
And it's interesting too, because I have no idea how many times EG has even played St. Marie hardpoint this entire event, because everyone wants to ban it against them, because they know how good they are. But it's going to be interesting, right? Even that Docks, these teams have traded back and forth. I know TK looked great the last time they played it, but the first time EG did as well. And in both hard points that we've seen from those, it's the score streaks that have put whatever team wins over the top. So that's my lookout for game number 1, for someone to get fully streaked out, for someone to take over that game.
Well, you guys know what to look out for, but one thing is a straight up fact, and that is this series is going to decide who the champion is of 2018, and this second best of 5 starts right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2018 Call of Duty World League Championship.
Accuracy lit up his teammate. Accuracy finds the kill. But what a game out of Pharaoh.
We are broadcasting you live from Nationwide Arena in Columbus, Ohio.
The audacity of Aches! Fist bumps all around EG.
The top teams in Call of Duty have been competing all year for this moment.
3 more points is all they need. They all converge on the hill, and TK, your stage 2 champs, staying alive in the winner's bracket.
It all comes down to this.
It's time to figure out who is going to be able to come out on top.
It's going to be a slugfest.
That flag is surely going in. Huke is too far away with 30 seconds left. The flag's home and dry. Silly's gonna put it in and EG extend the series.
This is the 2018 Call of Duty World League Championship. We started 2018 with thousands of Call of Duty teams trying to prove they were the best. Joe, we've gotten it down to 2. Evil Geniuses, Team Caliber, and now it's one more best of 5 to find our world champion. I was worried when EG went up 2-0, but now we're having fun.
Yeah,
now we're having fun.
We're having a ton of fun, and you saw the map changes that come in. It's really the back half of the series. We've seen the first 3 maps. And yeah, EG gets St. Marie Dumont, hardpoint, they get Valkyrie, Search and Destroy. But I mean, do we even get there, right? That is the scary thing now. London Docks, hardpoint, we saw what TK was able to do in the first series. That Arden Forest, you know, Search and Destroy has basically been tied 1-1. Flag Tower has been tied 1-1. Here we go.
Think about the last time this EG team was in the grand final. It was in Seattle. It was through the winner's bracket. They lost 2 best of 5s to Rise. You feel that start creeping in on you now. But remember, this particular map, it was TK that started out really, really hot the first best of 5, and then EG started to warm up. A better start from EG, at least in the opening moments.
Yeah, but Enable is able to find some kills. Now you have Ace. I felt like Ace did not have the best couple of maps to end that series. The first 2, definitely a huge contribution out of him, but the last 3, you need Patty P to step it up, and a great start from him and Evil Geniuses, as they already have 25 points on the board. Silly's starting to rotate towards Main Street. This is a completely different London Docks already.
This is more points than they got on Statue the entire last map.
Yep.
All EG, and this is what we saw really when they played back in the winner's bracket final on this particular map. Couple kills in a row for Silly and Assault, 3 in a row for Aches, as he hasn't dropped yet, as he's trying to add on more. He's set up at Main Street, and TK just getting blown off the map. Can they answer back now on Main Street?
Ooh.
Aches is snapping. You said he needed to come alive. Maybe he's doing it now, but how tough a series is this for TK? They had to come through losers. They had to go all. It wasn't a quick series in the first best of 5. Nope. It's as long as it possibly could have been. It's got to be tough, right, Joe?
It's going to be tough, and you heard the guys on the test. You would love to see EG win this first map. Arden Forest, Search and Destroy. You have to think they're confident on it. They just won it last series. Flag Tower could be the decider. But EG, they're rolling right now, as they have a very solid Main Street hold. Apathy able to find a couple of kills. Remember, I hate bringing it up. I love Apathy very much. One of my favorite teammates of all time. But last year at Champs, well, he had 2 chances to win that second ring of his and wasn't able to do it.
EG, all EG, apathy inside, but will drop. So now, this is where they can rally. Team Caliber only 13 points on the board through the first 2 hard points. It's Pinall G. His eggs is drop shotting, scuff jumping, doing everything he can to find kills. But inside the hard point early, it will be Team Caliber.
Yeah, but here comes the pinch. Silly able to get a couple of kills. Ace just jumped on in. He's at 9 and 4 right now, but Kenny is still alive. But Assault is cutting off the TK reinforcements. You have a 1 versus 1, but Kenny wins it. Kenny wins a big gunfight inside the hill. That'll allow his teammates to get pushed up. And there's an A's out of accuracy. It's Silly's turn. Once again, can he find anything? No, TK able to get on in. And now you have an Able cutting off the reinforcements. Nice shots on Aix. Pharaoh able to find one more. These last 20 seconds or so should go the way of TK, plus that barrel rotation. It's just Assault on the other side of the map.
Look at that spawn though. The spawn comes in really for Kenny in the back, so you at least get one up, because both of the other players that were set up here drop. I don't think Silly's really ready for Kenny in this position at all. Maybe a favorable spawn comes through, but it will give Team Caliber a chance to chain together these 2 hard points.
Kenny does go down, spawns all the way out towards Crane. This is not going to be a simple setup for TK. Pharaoh is alive, able to find 2. Remember that game 5, he just had 13 kills on that St. Marie Dumont search and destroy. Kenny and Accuracy, this duo, they won back-to-back the first couple events of the year. Can they do it for the last 2? Back and forth trades, but EG is in the hill. But TK finally able to get them out, and they have the spawns.
The big lead for EG about to disappear. All 4 are gonna drop. EG coming off spawn, and Kenny getting close to streaks. It was the early streaks from Team Caliber that painted the picture of this in the early going the last time they played it in the first best of 5. Can they build some more streaks here? Second by second, Team Caliber claw back in, but now it's contested at the front. Or Kenny's trying to contest, but he wants these streaks. Can he win the one-on-one to get the point? Can he win the one-on-one? There it is. There it is, but no objective points to him, because it was just a contest that came through. So still trying to build those streaks, but look at it.
Assault.
5 in a row from Accuracy, 4 in a row from Kenny, 3 in a row from Pharaoh. TK guns coming hot.
Yeah, Accuracy just trying to stay alive. You would love to get both Kenny and Accuracy streaks, but the problem is someone has to go, right? They had to try and break this setup. Well, Accuracy, can he find a kill? He can. There's an assist at least. He finds a second.
And Kenny's getting him as well. He gets a kill and I think an assist there.
So they put the artillery down. That's what I was going to say. I love that play. Doesn't connect with anything, and at least just force EG inside a fire. He finds the fighter pilot. Team Caliber starting to wake on up, but Kenny doesn't get the rest.
Yeah, at least Kenny drops. So now Pharaoh's building. This is exactly what we saw last time. Like, Team Caliber starts to get crews in, the streaks start to come in, but EG still very much in this. It's basically a tie game right now as they battle for the remaining seconds of the Crane hard point. As Aix gets back in with 10 or so seconds remaining, we'll get into our second set of rotation. So, Joe, any really big takeaways here from the first set?
I just think that it was a great job by TK to snowball both lower docks and barrel building for EG. You finally get some time on Statue Hill. But the streaks, how big of an impact will they have the rest of this game? As EG still has an 11-point lead, they have a pretty solid setup, but the teamwork and the nades come through for Team Caliber. But it just feels like the momentum's starting to shift towards the way of Team Caliber. What a start it was for EG.
A ton of time left here on Statue, and it's EG that's inside. Just trying to push this lead out yet again. Help comes in from Team Caliber as Pharaoh combines for 2, and Accuracy picks up the 3rd. The early rotation is there from Enable.
Who did we watch when TK faced off on Leaded Docks where they had 3 subs, the other team had 2 ARs? Because the TK pressure is just so much faster than EG. Aix has the bar. Assault has that STG.
It was LG, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it was LG. Again, TK just, they're so much quicker. They might not put up the numbers, but they have the reinforcements. They're so much faster. Kenny getting into a great position. I love this play.
Oh no, it was
just trying to stay alive.
United. It was Clay and Arcees that had the bars that I believe, and Arcees dropped what, like 44? Or sorry, Accuracy dropped like 44 against him.
But this is what they've been doing, and Aix, man, he had a great start, but since then he's struggling. What did he have, 6 or 7 kills off the start? He was like 6 and 2. Since then, not the best performance out of him. But still, a tied game. Accuracy and Kenny, they work the map so well. That's 3 dead. The last player alive is at the inside a gate, and look where those TK members, or sorry, EG members spawn so far away towards that low water.
They're trying to get back involved with only 25 seconds remaining. They have to think about a rotation. Whole big map. make sure it's not an easy transition from Team Caliber. The nades actually come through, so that gets them out of the hard point.
About 5 seconds.
5 seconds off the clock. Make sure they can't get 3 players in rotation, at least for a moment. But now it comes in. You have accuracy from the top of the minimap. Hitting from the bottom will be enable. A pinch is building early for this next hard point. Can TK break in? And again, you have the streaks you can work with here. And there they go. Live bomb in, force him inside.
He's gonna connect with anything, no. That's the problem. Can accuracy get in? No, so that is a good thing for Evil Geniuses. You waste the glide bomb. Ake's trying to do something top middle, but Kenny's gone. Look where he's gone. He's already pushing towards that low water side. But EG doing a very good job. They find Pharaoh as well. Assault 23 and 14. You talked about accuracy. Both the STGs going off. But can Apathy or Aches turn around? If you feel like they can step up their game, EG can take this map 1.
Aches trying to do it now, but Enable comes soaring forward and is able to get the kill, but the kill feed, the rest of it really goes to EG, so they'll get set up inside. 20 seconds remaining. Rotation now for Team Caliber to the barrel side. That's where they can answer back in this. This is the 3rd time they have played London Docks against each other today. And they've split this particular map. Kenny in the back of barrel getting it done, but look at Assault here. He's got 3 kills in a row. He's plus 10, make it 4. He's now 1-off streaks. This could be a huge moment for EG. The lead building, maybe some streaks building. Let's now focus on the push.
And they get the spawns as well. Ake spawns towards the back, but Assault does go down, but it may not matter. But accuracy, Kenny's still alive. Kenny almost snaps out of Aches, but Aches with that bar able to find that kill. Now it's on to Enable, who's negative 11 right now. This could be a big moment. And well, no, Apathy is to the left of you, not to the right of you. And EG, they break on through. A great push out of them.
And that might be the moment that steals the game. If you get this time, if you're EG, you push out a significant lead. Enable jumps 15 feet in the air, unfortunately meets the bullets from Silly. EG now over the 200-point mark as they're looking to put this game 1 on the board. And we already know they get their favorite hard point in St. Marie in that game 4. This guarantees them a game 4 if they can steal this map 1. Accuracy and Kenny, though, trying to do what they can.
Still have streaks on accuracy.
Shift the tide of this game, Joe.
This could be a very big hold. Enable trying to do what he can. Able to find 1. That's 3 dead. You have 1 more player top middle. Look at the EG. Spawns so far away. The pressure is going to come through fire. It's on Kenny to stop this push. Plus Pharaoh in the back. He's going to find Silly. Kenny finds Aches. A great hold right now. Glide bomb on in. Can it find anything? It does find Apathy. This is a great Docks crane hold.
Look at
we
where
typically
they're
don't see this.
This
is so difficult to do. Kenny, though, knows he has a lot of pressure on fire. Him and Pharaoh need to try to lock this down. Here comes the pressure. And Silly wins it. Silly 30 and 25. A big gunfight win on a Kenny that allows Assault to get some positioning. But Enable is still alive down low.
They clear it for a moment. A bit of a split spawn comes in. It's Pharaoh's going to spawn the top side of water. He's going to push towards mid and can't win that gunfight. Everybody dropping, just trading back and forth. No one can get into the hard point, but it's only an 11-point deficit right now for Team Caliber. They still have a streak to work with in the fighter pilot as we now head into our 3rd set of rotations. Kenny connecting right now as he is 29 and 20. There's the fighter pilot we mentioned. Get him out of the hard point, and now you know where everybody is. You know where the spawn came in towards Blue Truck as well.
Yeah, now they just have to get the kills. But it's trades back and forth, but it's Enable who goes on a long pinch, can't find the second as Assault wins another one. He's plus 10. The MVP, I think, for Evil Geniuses throughout this event. Just 20 seconds needed for EG to take map 1. But TK not going away just yet as Pharaoh finds a couple, make it 3. But Silly in a very sneaky position.
That position given up as he's gonna drop. Pharaoh now into the hard point. Accuracy finding kills towards Cranes. He continues to push forward and tries to open up that lane to the next hard point. Accuracy is going to spawn all the way out Doc's warehouse side, and the clear does come in. Look how far out they're spawning.
It's been 10 seconds.
Blue Truck coming in. EG going to be able to eclipse that 240 mark as they get closer and closer. Accuracy.
That's a big gunfight. Ace needs to win this.
He's trying.
This will open up the pinch. All right, so Pharaoh going to pinch from up top. You have Kenny in the back. Look where Ace spawns out so far away. That's the problem. But he will put the pressure on. Just 5 seconds needed in. They need to get in.
They got to go. TK trying to cross. They're not going to be able to get in. The contest has to get there. And EG, they'll get that map 1. Hey, Joe, that's a huge map 1 to get on the board.
After the reverse sweep, I thought it was done. But EG, talk about them being veterans, being in every possible situation. Able to take map 1 is big. That's so important for the rest of this series. Plus, you go to an Arden for Search and Destroy. Well, they didn't win it in the winners bracket final a series ago in the grand finals. They controlled it from start to finish. And well, Search and Destroy, the saying is it wins championships. Can it do it here today?
Oh, well, I mean, who knows what could happen here. EG had that 2-0 advantage the first time through and obviously still dropped, but how many 10-map series or grand finals have we had? Back to stage 1 playoffs, absolutely.
I would love that.
More.
What, Red and Rise in Anaheim, we catch like 14 maps?
Oh yeah, they played for what seemed forever, but here we go. It's the final best of 5 in EG. They strike first, and it is a big one, like you said. Like, all the momentum, obviously, for TK. You get the reverse sweep. Now EG is like, all right, pump your brakes, we're still here. You're not gonna cruise through us, because a lot of times we've seen that, like the team ends up winning that first best of 5, like you said, they just run on through them. Not gonna be the case here. Arden Forest up next. And you just feel so good if you're EG. I know you felt good in the first best of 5, but you keep seeing that St. Marie later in the series where that is basically, what was it in Seattle? They went like 6-0 on that particular map.
It was a lot to a little.
Yeah. Very strong there, but to be fair, it's been banned so frequently against them. Maybe it's been a while since they played.
Yeah, I think that's what Chance brought up on the desk. Is a lot of the times when a map's vetoed from time to time, you hardly get to practice it. You hardly get to play it. But as you said, that is EG's bread and butter. Will we even get there? That's the question. Is EG take a 1-0 lead in Arden for Search and Destroy? What was it, 6-2 or 6-3 in their favor in the first set?
The first one goes, what, winners bracket finals all the way to around 11. Like, think of how everything's split. You have the London Docks. It was a 1-1 split until finally EG now have a 2-1 advantage there. It's a 1-1 split on the Arden Forest S&D when you talk about kind of winners bracket final to the grand final. Another one where we're gonna have to decide who gets the advantage there. And when you play in the winners bracket final, then the grand final, especially when you go to that second best of 5, you're just playing so many of these maps over and over again. Like, Joe, as a former player, like, what do you learn over the course of that, I guess, is you just keep playing against the same guys, same maps.
Yeah, that's just it. How do you make the adjustments? Do you stick to your guns? Do you try to switch it up? What's going to happen right there? Like EG, they kept the 2 ARs. Maybe some teams would have changed that and tried to challenge them with 3 subs, but are you going to play TK's game? Are you going to play your own? And they were able to do it. They stuck with that double AR setup. And really, the one, I think, changing moment was that barrel building push. Like, TK had the setup. Assault was able to get very close to streaks, but they just pushed through the back. They pushed through L1 and L2, found those kills towards that blue van area, and that spawned TK so far away.
Search and Destroy up next, and we'll see what Team Caliber can do to get back in this. I mean, if we learned anything from the first best of 5, you can never count this team out. And that is something, I know the roster has changed, but something from the very beginning of the year. Team Caliber always played extended series of that first roster. They were going to game 5s. They were clutching up in game 5s. And what was the thing we talked about with Revan? He told us basically, if you go back to the beginning of July, you look at like all their losses, they're all in game 5s really up to this point at champs. Assault, he had what, the #1 CTF KD. He has the #2 Search and Destroy KD. That's during the entire title, apparently. I was thinking it was during just this championship, but that's pretty impressive. Map 2, let's go, Joe.
And EG gonna start on the attack. We'll see what's gonna be their first strategy. Nice stuns out of TK to slow down the push. But Silly and crew, they're just gonna go through the middle of the map. The smokes are down. Kenny can't push it through blindly. And they have a site control, so now TK has to play a 4v4 retake.
Accuracy in the back. He gets away with his life at least. Not gonna get picked. Wow, Assault gets bullets in.
Got both.
Yeah, just about everybody. Needs one more bullet in either of them, I think, to shut it down. But now bomb will get planted. And you've only got really 2 players in the vicinity of this bomb site. Like, look at that #5 and 6. Kenny and Enable all the way on the opposite side of the map. And if you're Enable, you have to start to make a play towards this actual bomb. By the time you get involved, there's not going to be any time remaining. 30 seconds now here. The collapse is going to start to come in.
Yeah, Assault getting backed on up, but he's just watching the cross with that player inside the site. That's Apathy and Silly. They're watching the cross, and well, oh, Kenny wins a gunfight.
How?
Enable's now pushed up, but it doesn't matter as Apathy and Aches and Assault, triple A's all find the kill. And there we go, EG with the round 1 win.
They get early A site control, and they're able to get the hold. I thought when Kenny got that first pick, it might get very interesting because in those 4-on-4 retakes, sometimes that's all you rely on. That entry kill and then the kind of domino effect. It goes your way, and you're able to get that retake. Aches, one of the longest standing Call of Duty professional players, looking to tack on a second world championship. Is this his time? He starts out 2-0 in that first round.
TK going back towards his B site. Well, EG, 2-2 split. We've seen it all day. Apathy inside of you. Gonna try and work middle of the map with Silly, and Silly and Ace find kills. And well, they have locked this down, and this is what's been so difficult for Team Caliber. Every time they try to go towards this B site, it just feels like EG knows the rotations, but Enable able to find one on the pinch. There's another player here, though. It's Silly, but it doesn't matter. That is going to be another round for EG. So JP just messaged me. That was just for champs for Assault, not all of CWL.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, that's pretty nice.
Not the whole year, just champs.
All right, that makes sense. That makes sense. Well, we're in pretty familiar territory, though. If you're just joining us for the second best of 5, EG, they got a lead early in that one, and then things slipped away. I mean, surely you couldn't have 2 reverse sweeps in a grand final, right?
I don't know if we'll make it.
EG back to offense with a 2-0 edge, and Aches yet to drop. You talked about the fact that he had to step it up. He's doing it in this map, too. Kenny's tucked away. Enable picks a kill, but it's traded almost immediately. It's going to be a 2v3, and one of those 2 players is Pharaoh with the sniper. He's going to get one shot at this. Can't connect, and now the round becomes infinitely more difficult.
It's just always the utility of EG. It makes TK's life just so difficult. Pharaoh trying to find a quick scope, but he's going to back away. Like Kenny and Enable, they were just stuck inside the smoke. They had no idea what to do, and that just gives map position to EG. A very important round. You think a 3-0 leading. Well, this is all of EG's map. Accuracy trying to find a kill, able to do so. Now makes it a 1 versus 2.
Oh, you gotta hit it. You gotta hit it. Give yourself a chance in this. Ooh. One more opportunity, but the crouch comes in. He's trying to plant the bomb. He can see his leg. He can see his leg, and there's the kill. Somehow, TK might pull out this round.
The bomb didn't go down as well. And Pharaoh, he had a great game 5, and Assault just plants it. I love this play out of Assault. And you know he's just gonna play top platform. Why not? It's such a strong position. Pharaoh trying to find the snipe, and Assault pushes on through.
Well, he's thinking he had a sniper and broken. I'll try and take the gunfight to him, but Pharaoh has now repositioned.
He's got to guess, where is he? Not a lot of time to work with. Assault watching the cross. He's read this so well.
He's guessing wrong. Yeah. He's guessing wrong, and Assault makes the play. Gets scary for EG, but the end result, a 3rd round on the board, 0 for Team Caliber.
TK have to make adjustments. This just reminds me of the first best of 5. They get such an early lead. And look at those stats from Assault. I know we keep talking about it, but the guy's been an absolute monster.
Well, we highlighted Formal a lot and how nuts his stats were through the tournament. His are right there with him. I mean, Assault's been insane. Pharaoh can't connect yet again. He gets a second chance, but 15 grenades hit him. His legs are ripped off as he'll wait for round 4. Round 5, that is. Kenny.
How many times have we seen this? Silly's behind him. He goes for the smoke every single time. He does it every single time when that smoke is down middle, and now it's a 2v3 once again. Accuracy trying to win the gunfight, not able to do so as the nade comes in, and it's a 1 versus 3. And TK, this is just going way too quick. You have to try and slow this down. Silly will get picked, and now a 1v2 for Enable.
I mean, that's kind of been the recipe for success for EG, kind of slow down the tempo. Team Caliber, you know, they want to fly, they want to play fast, they have all this talent. But it has not been pretty here on game 2.
A chance for Enable, not known as the best S&D player in the world, but he could put his team back in this one. But the rotation is coming through for Makes an Assault. Enable not going to go for the bomb plant, going to try and win the gunfight, and he runs right into Aches. So now 4-0 for EG.
We've seen some crazy search comebacks, though. What was it, the 1-5 comeback for FaZe? E-United come back down 0-4 to LG. There's been so many upsets, so many amazing moments throughout this weekend. But but you've just got to get around on the board if you're TK. You have to get something to build off of. Who are you looking at? Who on the squad just has to get something going?
Pharaoh. I think it's Pharaoh. You saw it in the game 5, and he's sniping. If you're going to snipe, you have to connect with those chances that he's getting. And he has it back out once again. Can he find a pick?
Aches is 7-1.
And again, just look how hectic EG makes it over here. It's so tough for Kenny and Enable to stay alive. And now they have to give up map position. They have to give up so much control of the B bomb site. And it kind of forces TK to play a 4 versus 4 retake. Nade is in. Doesn't matter. There's no follow-up. Salt. Gonna find Pharaoh. I feel like this is deja vu.
Ferris has not been a factor in this map. Arden Forest locked down right now by EG. Clean sweep at the end as they find the kills, and they're dominating that B site. It seems like TK has no counter to. So what do you try to do? Put away the sniper? 4-stack the damn site? Like, what do they need to do to try and make a play?
Yes, but then that's when EG just throws that 8 a mid strat at you. I just feel like in Search and Destroy, especially on this map, EG is so much more well prepared. They know exactly what they want to do on the map, the positions that they want to control with their utility. They're doing such a good job at it.
5-0. TK, can you get around on the board? Make this interesting. Aches is now 9-1. Pharaoh still can't connect with this sniper. He's had chances too for these picks and just can't connect.
And look at TK. Like, they're all stuck back bell. And now Ace has a sniper. They might not expect this either. Well, now they do as he takes a shot. Tries to find a kill. Actually nades on in. Smoke goes down, but Apathy in such a good position. Not able to connect. Almost lines him up. Finally a first blood for TK as Kenny finds his second. Silly though inside of you. All right, here we go. TK, they're finally getting around. Going their way.
Oh, yeah, around going your way, but then you look at Assault, who's 5 points off a glide bomb. It's like there's always some kind of silver lining here for EG. How do you play this right now if you're Assault? Just tuck away?
Yeah, you just hide.
You got the 5-0 advantage, though. Get a little greedy. No, that'd be stupid. It's chance.
Yeah. Yep.
That's what I would do.
So 30 seconds. We're probably just going to hang out here.
Aches and Assault are 14-3 combined. Unreal performance from them.
But as you said, we saw this in the first set. It was the CTF and the hard point that was the difference maker. There was a reverse sweep.
But that's a big thing. If you look forward to the CTF, you talk Flak Tower, another series, or another map that they've split. EG, when they went up 1-0, they controlled the tempo.
Kenny, hold on.
TK, when they went up 0.
Kenny's going for this. Kenny is going for this. Is he going to check this corner? Does he check it? He does. But he loses the gunfight. And well, it's a gamble, but it doesn't pay off. And now you have a streak on the side of EG.
Again, just a silver lining, it seems, always with EG. TK finally get around on the board, but extra utility. In for the EG side. They're making this map 2 look easy, Joe. But round by round, we've seen many teams in this spot that have somehow pulled it back. Well, not many from 0-5, maybe from 1-5.
There's a first blood until he finds another one. This could be it. 4 versus 2. The one good thing. Oh, never mind. I was going to say you have Enable there, but he gets gunned. But hold on. Pharaoh's behind all of them. He's able to find 2. He knows Apathy's here. But Silly is there with the reinforcements. They're going to pinch this. Can he find anything? No. EG, a 2-0 lead over TK.
Well, we've said that before, though, Joe. We said it in the first series. And TK came roaring back in the CTF. What I was trying to break down before, obviously, the play happened with Assault. It's everything about who scores first here on Flak Tower. Just who gets that first one on the board.
I think it is. Again, we've seen it a couple of times, and that's been the story.
Will this be the final map of the 2018 CWL Championship? Flak Tower, it's coming up next. We'll be right back. In our final best of 5, well, Joe, we find ourselves in familiar territory.
Yes, we do.
EG up 2-0, but this CTF is where TK really started to bring it back. They pull the reverse sweep, crowd's going nuts. We get to this spot. Can they do it again?
Of course. It's just so difficult to do. They've been playing for so long today. When is that fatigue hit, or has it already hit? That's always the question. But even if they win this, we go to a St. Marie-du-Mont hardpoint, where again, that is EG's specialty. They allow that to come into the rotation. Why? Because they've lost 2 Gibraltars. Odds are against them, but hey, I would love another game 5.
Wow. Team Caliber, 53 Flak Tower CTF maps played during World War II. It's the most in CWL. Well, I'll tell you why that is, Joe. Because they're the only team that has never once all year played London Docks. Not a single time.
I think
literally they've never even scrimmed it. Like, I don't think Kenny's seen the map in mode.
I think it was the reason they won Dallas, but that is another time. A moment in time that we could discuss that. But hey, switching it up with this sniper, trying to find a pick. We've seen this from time to time. As the trades are going back in, Kenny, he finds a couple of kills. So TK will start to push on up. And remember, this was just the game mode where it really started to change things in that first set.
Kenny looking to keep the streak going, and he does just that. So 3 in a row for Kenny. Aches, though, on a bit of a flank, should be able to shut down 1. Assault's actually there for it. So if you're Kenny right now, you got 3 kills, you're thinking about just setting up a position here at mid-map, make it difficult for EG to come off spawn, and maybe just slowly build towards these streaks.
Yeah, they're just locking EG in, but EG, we know how they like to play. They're okay with this. They like wasting down the clock, getting that perfect opportunity. Last time it didn't work for them.
TK need to score first. They have got to get on the board first, and now maybe a chance. There's one player, though, a big gun. I think that's going to be Apathy, who has a chance to play spoiler, but he's going to get shut down by Enable. There's a 3-on-2 now in the base. Kenny looking to make the play, wins the gunfight. One more deep. Ake should be picked up. He's going to drop to Kenny as well. Can Silly clutch up? There's 1 kill, but Enable beams him. Now look mid-map. It's going to be Apathy, who's trying to overextend, but he gets sought out as well. Streaks now coming through. Very close to picking him up. They've not been able to get this out, though. I think they've found so many kills. Can Kenny at least get these streaks? No, it's a pistol of assault that shuts him down, and somehow EG hold off.
Yeah, Silly just gets that 1 kill on the flag carrier. And EG is staying alive so far because it has not been the best start. Kenny finds another one. Assaulto trading. Here we go. Ake starting to get pushed on up. That's his first kill of the game, but accuracy is there. So just trades back and forth.
Right back to Assault. He's 150 off streaks. Enable. Looking towards the edge. Assault can't quite finish the kill.
All right.
There it is. Able to pick it up. It's now 50 off. And the pressure coming in from EG. You have 3 players up on defense right now. Make it 2 as 1 more drops. Barrow trying to trade, but can't quite get it done. That's going to be a flagpole. Silly now has it in his hand, trying to get it across the map. There's 2 players that want to chase. The spawn comes in for accuracy on the opposite side. No one's going to get there in time, and this is what's scary. EG now strike first. Can they lock TK in and close out this World Championship here?
Plus, Assault was able to get some streaks.
Well,
he just has a glide bomb right now.
He's 8-2. He's
But just remember,
6 kills in a row.
TK had that first opportunity. If they get that flag, this is a completely different game. It just took 1 shot for EG, and, well, this is their game. This is what they love to do. The pressure is on TK like never before. Assault trying to find 1 more. If he's able to get this, I mean, you have tier 3 streaks. It's just so difficult to do, and there we go. He gets it.
So you have the lead. You have the streaks. And there's just under 2 minutes now in the first half. What a different story this is just based on this map 3 compared to the first best of 5. TK controlled the tempo from beginning to end. They won't have that luxury here. Not only do they need to get a score on the board to tie this up, but they're going to have to draw these streaks out of EG. Can they get anything out during this first half is my question. Like, can you get them to exhaust anything? The fighter pilot, the glide bomb, something so you have a little bit less to deal with when we get to the second half.
Well, 70 seconds left. Apathy, though, in a great position. He just runs by 3 players. He's going to find a kill. There is 1 player above him. That's Enable. Does Enable go on the hunt? Does Apathy check this? He does. This could be the kill. Ooh, a big one-on-one win for Enable. If he wins that, maybe Apathy is gone with that flag. But Assault, there's a reason. What is he? #1 in CTF KD. He just sets the pace. He just locks down the middle of the map.
Well, what happened last time they played, though? Accuracy went off, and he, for the most part, shut down Assault. This time, great start from Assault, and accuracy struggling to get going.
Here we go. Here's a chance, though. Here is a chance. Pharaoh, though, picks the wrong direction. Silly able to find that first kill. You talked about it. Maybe they can get them to use one streak. Okay, so there it is. It's a glide bomb. And what is EG's thought process? Let's just go into the half leading 1-0.
That's great, but you'll take that if you're TK. Just get one of those streaks at least exhausted. One of them exhausted, so it's a little bit less to deal with in the second half. As time in the first half starts to dwindle, nobody really in a position to make a play. The forward man will be Pharaoh.
Maybe TK, hold on.
Can he do it? Can he do it?
Nope.
Nah, just tries to soar on it. Tries to make a play, but they've got the cross watched, and there we go. So, this is it, Joe. This is it, Joe.
5 minutes.
EG have the lead. They have to hold on for what seems like 5 brief minutes in the scheme of this full grand final, but I'm telling you right now, these 5 minutes are gonna feel like an hour for these players. Well, for EG, that is.
Just gotta play their style. They still have an artillery, they still have a fighter pilot. And for TK, try to get them to use it early. Maybe they can have a good break off, put some pressure on the EG base. But guys like Accuracy and Kenny have been in this position so many times. And look at this start off. Looks like they're gonna try and overload a side. Maybe they can find a first kill on Acilio. They can. Now they're gonna go.
We saw this from United. Remember that overtime where they were able to pull that off?
It's all down. That's just streaks.
There's no streaks. It's gonna be Pharaoh that's in behind enemy lines, but he has to chase down the kill. And EG do just enough to make sure TK can't strike in the opening moments. And well, they don't have to exhaust the streak either, Joe.
Yeah, Acilio goes big. He's 12 and 10 right now. Ake's starting to get pushed on up, and this is exactly what EG wants. They're gonna lock you in your base. Just keep you spawning so far away. Assault able to find that first kill. Does he call one in? Do they try to get a 2-0 lead? Well, maybe they don't need it. Assault and Apathy, they'll both find kills. The pressure's here. Kenny needs to find a kill. He can't. It's on to Pharaoh. Pharaoh gets shot. 4 dead. Accuracy just spawns up. Aches almost turns on him. But now it's just Silly. He is pushing the back, and the pressure's still here for EG.
TK, hold on. A second flag for EG would be lethal. They've got a chance to do it. Everybody dropping, but 2 players have popped up. It's going to be Accuracy and Kenny that now need to make the play. It's all going to be on Kenny as he's on the hunt. He just spots Apathy for a moment. He's got to try and catch him. The stun comes in. Apathy's ready and waiting, but Kenny wins the gunfight. And that's a big one, just to make sure they don't push it out to a 2-flag lead.
And think about the discipline from Assault. I feel like a lot of teams in that situation may have called a streak, just made sure they could get a 2-0 lead, or tried to help the flag carrier in Apathy, right? Just trying to save it to waste time.
And this is where you start to get frustrated if you're TK. It is so tough to play against this EG roster in this type of spot. You're only gonna have, I know there's 3 minutes left, but you're not gonna have many opportunities to make a play.
The last 30 or seconds ago would be exhausted by that artillery strike if he's able to use it. So TK, they have to go fast. Enable will find Assault. Apathy was taken down. That's 3 dead. Ake's the last player alive, but he finds a kill.
You get enough pressure here to get another streak out. It's going to be Pharaoh coming off spawns here. It's sort of a 3v4 right now for Team Caliber, but can you at least force out another streak? You've got to get these out of EG's hand. You've got to get them out.
And well, the trades are going back and forth, but EG out on top. It's just 1 player left in Enable.
And once again, they can still hold on.
2.5 minutes now. Enable loses the gunfight to Aches, and that's all they want. EG gonna push up the middle of the map. They're gonna try and get a set of kills. If that happens, I mean, we're only down to about a minute left after that.
And they still have, what, a glide bomb, an artillery, a fighter pilot. If you get a touch, it's going to be nearly impossible to score unless it's like a perfect 4 down. But right now, I mean, you're dealing with pressure at your base.
3 dead.
They can't even make a play as Aches is connecting on the shots. It's Kenny that once again might have to go clutch, and Aches is getting close to some streaks for himself.
Kenny does win a gunfight, and he's just trying to get pushed up, but Aches is just locking them in. Apathy here as well. They don't have a lot of time. 1:40 left. Nade does come in. Ace is going to get taken down. Okay, so here we go. Silly does have the glide bomb, as you said. Maybe he calls that in to find a kill. He doesn't need to. Finds one with the PPSH, and now you have a 4 versus 3, right? You're just staggering the push.
Yeah, they just can't find an opening. They can't get a 4-man push at any time. And Silly just locking down. Big gun 4 down, and once again, EG fly across the map. It is now do or die time. Hell, these last 4 minutes have been do or die time, but all these streaks on EG, they would need a gigantic blunder to not close out this game.
Fighter pilot in. Not gonna find anything. Well, we'll find Kenny. Silly finds another. Maybe this is a scoring opportunity. Enable, he gets gunned. That's all 4 dead. Here we go. EG, they can lock it up right here.
It's all on Pharaoh. There's artillery on his head, but he does get through.
Hold on.
He gets to the edge. Can Pharaoh make a play?
No, they're all backing up. They're all backing up. This is it. EG.
This is it. Under 60 seconds to go. More streaks coming in. The EG fans start to celebrate. The EG players know they've got this in the bag.
They didn't even make stage 2 playoffs, Clint.
They were 1 map away from not even making it to bracket play. But the boots are back on the ground. Aches, once again a world champ. That's 2 rings for Aches, 2 rings for Apathy. And welcome to the club, Silly and Assault, as evil geniuses, as an organization, get that first world championship.
Who would have thought?
The reverse sweep comes in from TK. It was the experience, the veterans you have on this team. You think to survive something like that. There's the trophy. There's the win. Evil Geniuses are your 2018 Call of Duty World League champions.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Evil Geniuses! Iggs, I gotta start with you, man. Phenomenal tournament. The biggest villain gets the biggest prize, and it's your 2nd time around. What's going through your head right now?
I don't know, man. It's been a long time coming for this. It's been 4 years for me getting this number 20. I've been without a championship for a while, and I finally did it. Number 20's in the books. World champions, man. It feels great.
Without a doubt, the boots on the ground king. We gotta talk to this man, though. 3 straight grand finals over the last 3 years. 2 rings in that time. Apathy, future Hall of Famer, what's going through your brain?
Man, I'm so freaking happy. The fact that we were able to pull this out, no one had us in grand finals, and I'm just so happy we prepared well, we worked hard, and we pulled it off.
Silly and Assault, you guys are on fire from start to finish here in Columbus, Ohio. And I've got some friends. You've already got your trophy, but I got to bring out my friends from Sledgehammer Games to give you what you're really playing for. It's all about the rings, ladies and gentlemen. Please put your hands together and welcome to the stage. We got Aaron Halen, we got Greg Reisdorf, and of course, the great Rambo Ray Ucier.
Thanks, you guys. So hey, on behalf of Sledgehammer Games, we couldn't be more excited and want to thank everyone who has made this CWL event a success. To our fans, to the players, to our community, we want to thank everyone for playing our game. And we couldn't be more honored to present the Call of Duty World League Championship rings to Evil Genius. You guys have proven, without a doubt, you are the best Call of Duty players in the world. Thank you so much, and congratulations.
Thank you, Aaron. All right, fellas, we know we got all kinds of cameras out here. Go ahead, hold them forward, show the crowd. We got our world champions. They've got their rings. $600,000 in the bank, and there's only one more thing to do. That is to crown our event MVP. To do that, please get up for Garrett Smith, AKA our own Mix and Poppy. Who's it gonna be, Garrett? Who walks away with the award? It's the one and only Assault, best CTF, best S&D all weekend. Evil Geniuses getting it done. Assault your MVP. Columbus, make some noise for your champions, EG!
My goodness, congratulations to Evil Geniuses one more time, Nationwide Arena. Make some noise. Absolutely incredible performance from them. They are able to regain in the second best of 5 and put on a true show. And Nameless, now is one of those periods where, you know, we can look back at the series, but we really just have to celebrate. We got 2 new people with rings.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a great moment for Cillian and Assault. Assault getting that MVP trophy, played phenomenal all tournament long. And then Apathy getting that, you know, first place finish after finishing second last year in Aches, man. It's been a 4-year drought, like he said, getting that 20th championship. This is a special moment. Evil Geniuses deserve that win.
Oh, it definitely does. And let's talk about our MVP just a little bit more. Let's talk about Assault as we look right now. $600,000 going to EG. Assault a huge factor in that.
And this is a man who his stats speak for themselves. They were absurd, and he did not slow down through the finals, like all the way to second best of 5, and the man was cooking down to the last map. He had one of the best events I think we've ever seen. It was absolutely incredible from start to finish in all 3 game modes. He's leading KDs in all 3 game modes. Man is a monster.
First champs win, Astro Gaming MVP, and it's also going to be the first win for the organization. I'm so excited for all these guys, I really am, and I am very excited to see Aches once again on Twitter talking all of the smack for an entire year. I could not be more excited. Karma, we got to say, we're probably also a little bit surprised here that this is the team that ends up taking it.
Yeah, but I mean, if, like you said, we talked about the MVP of the tournament right there. Assault 1.12 in hardpoint, phenomenal S&D and CTF stats, and really that's what the MVP is, someone who can do it all.
I also want to say you got to give it up to their coach as well. I think that they really do have, Chance, one of the best coaches that we've seen.
And think about the year that this organization has had. They choked the Stage 1 playoffs. They choked going to Stage 2, and they had a terrible S&D. They were 0-14, and that's exactly what they fixed. Bevels helped them out. They played situations in S&D perfectly. Any situation they were dealt against TK, they found ways to clutch up. They made the most improvement going into champs.
And just think about how this tournament started. They almost didn't make it out of group play. They have to 3-0 Optic Gaming. They do that. They make it out, and then they make an insane run all the way to the finals where they dominate and they win in that second best of 5. Just a 3-0 victory for Evil Geniuses. Doing it and showing like, hey, you know, we lost that first best of 5, but we are the best team here. We deserve this ring. We won this, and look at them now holding that trophy up, man. Must feel good.
Yeah, and on the other end, I mean, TK, you have to give it up to them. One of the most insane years. You know, you look at the 2 members that were the core of that squad that stayed throughout the year. You talk about Kenny. You talk about accuracy. 2 absolutely lights out years from them. And you just talk about the squad and everything they accomplished. I mean, look at how many championships they actually pulled down.
2 guys on their team. It is their rookie season, and they go this far, have as good of a year as they did. TK, spectacular team, maybe even the best team in the game if you take the whole year into account. The players were amazing, the storylines were amazing, and frankly, there's some freaks of nature on that team as well.
Yeah, and I mean, like, they're gonna be upset right now, right? But I mean, I kind of experienced the same feeling they're going through, I guess, in Black Ops 3.
Same here.
You know, we won a lot of the events, came down to champs, and we just couldn't cut it. They definitely did a lot better than we did. And honestly, there's nowhere for those guys to go other than up. Like, it's the end of the game. They won a lot. They didn't get here, or they didn't win this one. They got second, but you know, like, there's another year coming up. They're great players, and they've showed that they deserve to be here.
Well, that's the thing. We look at TK and we look at those players, and that's what we start to ask. Where are they going to fall next year? What is next year going to look like for them? Because, you know, I talk about Kenny. Kenny was one of these guys at the beginning of the year. It's just like, okay, these new guys, they're starting to come into play now. How are they going to do? And Kenny's up on the main stage.
Yeah, I mean, Kenny kind of came back this year. He had a little bit of playing time back in AW where he had success, but I mean, for me, he was the MVP submachine gun player for the entire year. I mean, he's such a standout player. And then accuracy, he didn't have the best, you know, Call of Duty career leading up to this game, and then he just comes out of nowhere and starts destroying everybody. He's one of the most consistent players in the CWL. And it's just it's a good story for TK. I know this sucks that they got second and they're going to be really upset, but they got to hold their heads up high and just move forward and get ready for Black Ops.
Well, accuracy too. I think the thing is he really did put in the work. He found that team and he never let go of the reins, and that's why he was able to get all the way here to the grand finals. But one more time, Evil Geniuses, $600,000 going home with them. Team Caliber going to pull down second place, and then our top four, FaZe Clan and E United. Envy and Luminosity go for crazy runs as well, and Elevate makes it to number 7.
He gets top 8, man.
LG's coach.
He did it last year and he did it this year. Shout out to Spacey, man, making a last-minute team and just making a run.
I mean, he's got to be happy. Like, Elevate really does need to be ecstatic in my mind.
They beat EG. They're the only team here outside of TK in that grand finals to beat Evil Geniuses.
Absolutely insane stuff, and you know, I cannot think of a better way to close out the year. We have witnessed the last series of World War II, and our champions are going to be Evil Geniuses. Patrick Price is back. Assault is your Astro Gaming MVP. Silly now has a ring, and Apathy pulled down his second. Folks, it has been an incredible year. I want to thank each and every one of you for going on the ride with us, and we could not be more excited to see you next year for Black Ops 4. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for everything, and one more time, give it up for Evil Geniuses.